attitude players. They were in last week and did a nice job with that. And even attitude players. They were in last week and did a nice.
And we are one step closer. It'll all come to a head.
Final four.
February 9th.
Final 8.
New Orleans. We got 8 of them.
Yeah,
4 each side. The 4 on the AFC side, the same as a season ago. The matchup's different. The NFC, some new blood there in the Washington Commanders. LA's been there before. Philly and the Lions rounding out that NFC offering as we are set for divisional round action in the NFL. Back in studio, Joe Musso alongside the 2-time Super Bowl champ, Bryant McFadden, who knows what it is to make it all the way through that bracket. Not once, but twice. Mac, let's go through these games and let's go through them in order here.
The Ring Magazine Awards, before that. I was like, where you at? You know what I mean? Like, what, did he not get the invite? Like, what's going on?
Nah, just some passport issues. I had to get a new passport, so it should be here in 3 days. I was a little bummed I couldn't go either because it looked real fun. I was like, man, and I had to ask too. I was like, yo, was I even invited? And then it was like, yeah, you were supposed to be there. I was like, oh, okay, but more time to train, I guess.
That's true. I mean, so when did you feel like you didn't get the invite?
So I think Sunday I was headed out for the press conference on Monday. And I think it was Saturday or Friday. I seen everybody in tuxedos and whatnot. And I'm like, damn, like everybody on the card there but me. I'm like, that's how they feel. So when I asked my dad but when I asked my dad, I was like, they was like, you was invited, just my passport, I had passport issues. So
Okay. What were the issues anyway? If you don't mind asking. I'm responding.
nah, I'll let my dad get onto all that. I ain't trying to get into all that right now, but just I had to get a new passport. I had to get a new signature. I had to get a new signature.
You had to get a new signature?
Yeah.
What
Just
do you
signature
mean?
page.
Like, your signature? Why couldn't you just sign it?
Nah, like the page, like the signature page. Like you have a passport.
Of course.
The page with the eagle was like ripped out my passport. So
Rip,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
How'd that happen?
I got no idea. I'm not pointing fingers or nothing. Like I said, I'm not trying to get into that. So I leave it at that. I'm just glad I'm able to get a new passport and that I'll be able to make the fight. That's all that matters. We missed the press conference. I was really looking forward to seeing London and having my first big press conference. So you know, yeah.
I'm sure you've already seen the press conference now. Um, Shakur Stevenson, he was very excited. He wanted to see you. He says, I hope he doesn't back out on the fight. When you got that message, what was your thoughts?
I was like, for what? He don't bring nothing to the table that makes a person back out of a fight. But that's Shakur. He always gonna have something smart to say. Hopefully he keeps the same energy. February 22nd. But yeah, nobody's backing out the fight. So
No.
I wouldn't be, all this time away from my son training hard if I was looking to back out of a fight. So
Right. Right. Yeah, he mentioned that. I put a poll on in Instagram. Matchroom put up this. What you think?
I don't think Floyd. Deep down inside, I don't think Floyd Schofield genuinely thinks he could beat me. He been in the ring with me before, and if you've been in the ring with me, I don't think nobody is comfortable with just genuinely thinking that they can beat me. Deep down inside, I don't think Floyd.
So deep down inside, he believes that you don't believe that you could win.
that's what he's supposed to say. I mean, I feel the same way about him. I mean, he's not no threat to me. So I mean, I can't bash him for saying what he's supposed to say, but I wouldn't have took the fight if I didn't feel that way. So
Right. Here's
He definitely made a mistake. He's a good young fighter, hungry fighter, but I hope he still take the fight. I mean, I'm kind of worried because he's not here. I was kind of excited to see him. Do you have a message for him? Because I'm sure he'll be watching somewhere. don't get butterflies and pull out the fight, Floyd. I know it's a hard time. I know you're dealing with a lot, but just show up.
So he says that he's worried about you pulling out the fight. He just basically saying that show up, just show up.
Yeah, he must be self-projecting because I'm here, I'm training, I'm getting my sparring. Like I said, if I was looking to back out of a fight or something, I wouldn't have spent all this time away from my son, or thousands of dollars worth of camp. So, like I said, February 22nd, let's see if you keep that same energy. So, I'll be ready.
How's this training camp feel so far? And like obviously he was just talking about, he did an interview with Ariel Hawaiiani, and I don't know if I just butchered his last name, but my bad if I did. He said, that he's about to be going back to training camp tomorrow. You know what I mean? You've been able to at least capitalize on all the gym time that you can. Do you feel like, does that motivate you? Does that give you a little bit of advantage knowing that you might be in better shape? Or do you feel like these four?
All right, so boom, turn me up, don't turn me down. We back at it with another video today. We got a recap of the 2024-2025 wildcard weekend for the NFL. Now, how do y'all feel about this wildcard weekend? Like, was these games living up to the hype for y'all? I only feel like there was one game, or I could probably say two, that was really, like, good to me. And those games was the Buccaneers and the Commanders, and then I'll say the Rams and the Vikings. I want y'all to comment down below. What do y'all think the worst game for wildcard weekend was, and what do y'all think the best game was? If I had to choose like one game that was actually good for me, I'm gonna go ahead and say the Buccaneers and the Commanders. And if I had to say
Nothing new, we're in the playoffs. Smoke them if you got them.
the worst game, probably be the Bills and the Broncos. Like that game, it started off good in the first half, and in the second half, like the Broncos